Jonathan, one of the discussions we just had with Coach was the free throw disparity you guys have faced in recent games. As a player, does that get discouraging? How do you overcome that, and how do you rectify it? What do you guys have to do?
I mean, we all put in the work every day because before practice, after practice, shooting free throws, the main thing is, like, when you go up to the line, not to really think really much about it, just shoot with confidence how you shoot it in practice. That's really it.
The fouls that you guys are committing, that's sending the other team to the line a whole lot more than you guys are going. How do you, he said, there are a few games you have to control. Are there things you can do defensively to stop putting the other team on the line?
Basically just staying more disciplined. If it's certain times we know just to wall up when we know we got them rather than reaching down and bailing them out and then send them to the free throw line. So just staying disciplined.
Your game, give us an analysis. Obviously had a tough shooting night the other night. So where are you? This is a long season. You've been playing for 8 months, I guess, really. So what do you think in your game?
I think it's developed a little bit. I mean, from really trying to find my spot on this team since the summer and the coaches and all my teammates have really installed that confidence in me, as well as me having it myself, with me now, the game slowing down to me a little more as each game goes on, being more comfortable dribbling the ball, coming off the screens, and making better reads. So other than that, I think my game has developed each more and more as the season goes on. So.
You mentioned that confidence. How long was that pretty instant, or did it take a while to really just know your teammates had your back, and if you miss, you miss?
It's pretty instant. Just coming in through the summer, I made it known that I can shoot the ball pretty good. So they always had that confidence with me since our trip in Italy in the summer, and really just telling me to keep shooting, stay confident. Like, they need me to do that.
Would you talk a little bit about about shooting, the inconsistencies that happen? Like the one night you'll have 4 for 8 or 5 for 9, and one night like this last week 1 for 10. Where do the consistencies come from, and how do you work them out?
It's part of the game. You might have a stretch where you might shoot 6 for 9 or 7 for 10. You shoot really good. Then one night, the ball just won't go in. Simple as that. Especially me and all my teammates, we put in the work every day. Like I said, before practice, after practice, early mornings, late nights. So it's not like we going out there to miss. It's just part of the game, and just got to find ways to win when the ball can't go in the hoop.
How much of that is defense, whether it be good or bad, not your defense, but their defense against you? And like Joe against Cincinnati, he went 6 for 6 and threw him in from the rafters, and then other nights he doesn't hit. Well, is it just easy enough to say it's just part of the game?
Yes. It's just a game of basketball. You have nights where you shoot it well, some nights where you don't, and where you don't. So the nights where you don't, you got to find other ways to help you win.
Jonathan, when you guys look at Cincinnati now, it was really just, a week and a half, a couple weeks ago when you guys played them. You guys, how much difference do you see in Cincinnati now than the first time that you guys played them?
Cincinnati, they're a really good team. First game we played them, they didn't shoot the ball that well. They didn't hit that many shots. But recently they've been on a spree of hitting shots or playing more aggressive, being more physical. So, and they also had rebounded us in our first game too. So we got to make sure we bring the fight in that. So really just coming with the same mindset we come in at every game, just making sure we're ready to play.
I'm curious, is there a bracketologist on the team, or is everyone a bracketologist on the team? As far as the NCAA seedings and tournaments and stuff like that.
We really don't worry about that. We really just worry about one game at a time, just really finishing up the regular season strong, and then wherever we end up being, you just gotta be ready.
Anything about the college experience that surprised you that when you first got here you didn't expect, now that you're deep into the season?
I say the thing probably surprising the most was like the pace that it's played at. I mean, it's different from high school ball, obviously, and also like the physicality point as well. So just make sure I was ready for that. But other than that, I think that was the main thing that kind of had me a little shook at first was like the pace and really just slowing down and adjusting to it. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that.
Jonathan, going back to the bracketology question, this is before you, but previous teams had like a whiteboard that had the net rating, the RPI rating, the strength of schedule, all that stuff too. And you have nothing like that, like any awareness. So it's all like however much you want to let in is how much you know about it.
Basically,
Okay.
yeah.
Is that healthy? Seems like it's refreshing. You don't have to worry about the pressure.
I think
right?
it is. I
Yeah.
mean, I feel like we try and worry about the tournament so much, then it'll just build stress on the team, and then I don't think we'll really perform at our best if we worry about the tournament.
Who's kind of stepped up as a vocal leader right now?
In a way, I'll say everybody. I mean, it's days where some guys step up more than others and speak more, but I think it's a whole team. We all have our days where everyone speaks. So
Is there anyone who's a little bit more intense than the others?
I'll say probably E, Big E. He has his days where he'll scream and doing all that, but
Anything else? Thanks, CFP.
thank you.